Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thanks as always for checking this out. We are back with the 1K challenge. In this video, I'm going to go over and review our performance, see how we're getting along basically in general, see how sales are looking, see what we need to do going forward, if there's any tweaks or adjustments that we should make to the plan. And I also want to take a look at potentially how long it's going to take us to reach our target of 1K. I'm going to go over some mistakes that I've made. I'm going to go over some things that I would like to change and I would like to see happen over the coming weeks as well. So just before we jump into that and start looking at the recent sales and how things are going, a lot of people often ask me, do I provide any coaching or any mentoring, or do I have a course or anything extra that can help them with their drop shipping? And the answer is yes, I do. We don't actively really advertise it at the moment. We have a very small group of clients who are within a Discord community. We do live one-to-one calls every month or every couple of months. We go over all the topics that are happening or anything that's coming up in general with dropshipping, or we target specific parts of dropshipping like Amazon accounts or product research or optimization or Q4, anything like that. And to get into this group, you need to be on the course basically, which gives you all the access to everything, and I'll explain a bit more about that later. I also have a free ebook on the website. It is michaelgervindropshipping.com/packages, where you can see the actual packages, and I'll run through that right now. If you want the free ebook, you can enter your name, your email address, and your telephone number. You will be added to the email list, and you'll get your free downloadable dropshipping book, which will tell you a bit more information. You might find some nuggets of information in there, even if you're not, or sorry, if you're already dropshipping at the moment. So the three packages are as follows. So you got the silver package. This is basically a Kickstarter package. It gives you access to the course, but it doesn't give you access to the one-to-one coaching and things like that. Okay, so you get access to the basic dropshipping course and access to a beginner's WhatsApp group. So you can message us on WhatsApp to answer any questions and things like that. So it's pretty good because you still have a lot of comprehensive course material, which I will show you when I go through these packages. We then have the gold package. It's the most popular one, and it includes the access to monthly group coaching calls. It gives you access to advanced dropshipping modules, basically everything in there that I use in my own dropshipping business. We have a VIP Discord community where you have all the other members of the community. They can help you out. I'm in the community as well. And then we also have a one-to-one fast track setup call, which is basically once you get the course, even if you're new to dropshipping altogether or you've been dropshipping for a while, this one-to-one fast track will basically help us assess where you're actually at, where you need the most help, and help us plan going forward. Or you can use this call as a general coaching call. And you'll also be able to redeem 100 hot selling items. So those are 100 items that I've researched on Zik Analytics that we give to you, and you can basically kickstart your dropshipping store or add them into your existing dropshipping store. The platinum one, albeit a little bit expensive, is the most value. So basically you get everything that you get on the gold package in terms of community, course material, videos, all that kind of stuff. But you also get 2 additional mentor calls as well. So you get 2 additional calls. This is with myself. It's personal to you, and you can use those in addition to the fast track call, which is your initial one-to-one call. So that's what you get on the platinum package. You also get 1 free week of VA support. So you get 1 hour a day of VAs. So if you're thinking about hiring a VA and you're not quite sure how it's going to go, you can basically try before you buy. So this will give you basically either 1 hour a day or, a block basically of 7 hours basically, which you can use for product research, you can use for customer service, whatever way. You just need to reach out to the team. We can help you hook up with that. So that's what's included on the packages. We also have some additional services up here at the top. You can see services. If you click on that, so you can purchase one-to-one mentoring calls. That will be with myself. That is, basically you can use that for anything. You can use for help for scaling. You can use it for help for setting up like multi-logins, multi-accounting, how to figure out how to build Amazon accounts correctly. All those things are just in general to help your dropshipping business, help your business grow. and that's a 1 hour call with myself. Generally, those run on a little bit more than 1 hour, and hopefully you come away from that basically having a bit more direction, having a bit more guidance. And normally, the outcome is generally very good after people have one-to-one coaching sessions with me, and definitely improve their stores. You can also pay for a 30-minute session, which is a drop shipping clinic, which we assess all your store. I go through everything on a one-to-one basis with you, and then I come back to you with a report of what you should do next, basically. So we'll give you a bit of an action plan that you can go away and take action with, whether it's over the next month or whether it's over the next 3 months, whatever we decide, whatever you need. It's really, really good. It's really, really focused and tailored to you. And then if you're looking to set up dropshipping altogether, you can book a fast track call, a bit like what's on the courses. So this is where I do a one-to-one call with you. I help you set up your eBay account. I help you set up your Amazon accounts, connect them to software, and get you basically ready to go and give you an idea of what you need to do next. You can buy hot selling items. So again, these are product research items. It has a price list down here. Whatever your needs are, you can select that and buy whatever package you need. And we send these out to you in an email, and you can add them to your store at your convenience. So there's a contact button at the top. You can contact us on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on Facebook, or email us. You can't book in for a free call at the minute, I don't think. Let me just check. Just with availability is so tight at the minute. Just if you contact us on the WhatsApp button, we'll get back to you, and we can set up a free call if you just want to learn more. Basically, if you're really, really new to dropshipping, one of our team can have a chat with you about that. And yeah, in general, just a bit of information, more information on the website, a bit about myself, how I get into dropshipping, what I do, etc., etc., some client results and things like that. So apologies, that went on for a little bit longer than what I intended, but a lot of people don't understand these services, or don't realize these services are available. So let's crack on. The 1K challenge. Okay, so we are another 5 days further on from the previous video, which should have went out quite recently. We're now in the 3rd of October. And as you can see, we've done over £1,200 in sales. Absolutely fantastic. I cannot be happier with the traction that is building on this store. We only have 154 listings. We're getting nice positive feedback off the items. Anyone ever says to you, customers get unhappy if they receive their parcels from another supplier, another retailer. Yes, you might get the odd one. Generally here, as you can see, everything cool. As described, next day delivery, smooth transaction, prompt delivery, ideal, many thanks. Absolutely fine. 99% of the time or more, you're just going to get positive feedback on the items. The buyer has got the item that they wanted within the delivery time for the price that they paid. End of story. They don't care what kind of box it comes in. I've seen people shipping stuff from eBay to me in empty cereal boxes, and as long as the thing I got inside was good and not undamaged, and I was happy enough. People understand that people reuse boxes. People sometimes know that it's coming from Amazon or whoever, Robert Diaz, whatever the case may be, and they just accept it. You know what? They don't have an Amazon Prime account, whatever the reason may be. They bought it, they got it, end of story. Good feedback left. Everybody's happy. Okay, so yeah, so all good. I mean, as I said before, we had this big high day. This is a rather random spike towards the end of September, and then ever since then, we are just getting sort of consistent sales. They're not pulling up any trees here, but £100 roughly a day. That's pretty good for 150 odd listings. Let's have a look at the performance and traffic. Performance and traffic is good. Everything is moving in the right direction, which is upwards. Organic traffic is a little bit lower than promoted, which it's always going to be the case. 38% versus 61%. Page views mostly coming from organic and promoted, some external where the ads are appearing off-site, which is great. Extra views, extra sales. And then the quantity sold. So we've sold 56 items now for the last 30 days, I think this is, which is just catching pretty much where we started. We're basically a full month in now, okay? So we're 1 month in, and at this stage, like I said, I just couldn't be any happier, to be honest, with the sales. We can see here that, there's a fair few sales coming from organic, and there's a fair few sales coming from promoted as well. So I would say, looking at that on the face of things here, you're probably getting a few more promoted than you are organic. And one really important thing to take into consideration here is, this is something that people often ask me as well. What should I add an extra 2 or 3% on to cover the cost of promoted listings? I always say no, take them as bonus sales. You don't want to price yourself out on all your normal listings, okay? So what I mean is, if you have to take 2% less on a particular product when it sells because you've promoted listings, take it as a bonus sale, right? So look at the days here, Sunday and Monday, okay, 22nd and 23rd of September. If we didn't have promoted listings on, we have 2 days of no sales here, okay? And we're starting to think, what's wrong? Am I not doing something right? Have eBay, stop traffic to my store, which generally doesn't happen. People just start to panic, especially if they're, 2 weeks into dropshipping, they start thinking, oh, this was good. Now look at this, 2 days with no sales. What's wrong? They get on Facebook. Oh, I haven't had sales for 2 days. All this kind of stuff. So on this particular day, we've had sales, and it's kept the consistency across the board, okay, which is brilliant. We've had 2 sales unpromoted, 1 sale unpromoted the next day, and then the next day it's followed up by basically the best day that we've had, okay, and we've had 2 organic sales and we've had 3 promoted sales, as you can see here, and then after that it's just consistency building, higher highs, lower lows, as I always say, which really makes the difference. So what we're going to do is have a look at the profitability on the actual store itself. Again, we've got low margins to drive the traffic, push the sales through, build up the feedback, build back the trust, build up the trust with eBay, build up the trust with customers, things like that. So we're not going to be anywhere close to the 1,000 target right now, but let's see where we're at. Okie dokie, so we have made £56.52 gross profit. Pretty good. Now, had I not have signed up for a feature store straight off the bat, which was a bad idea, I should have had a basic store, which would have cost £30, and the lowest Sale Freak subscription, which would be £19. I'd be pretty much break even over 30 days. I could have pushed it a little bit harder. I could have had the profit margin set a little bit higher. But really, this first 30 days, I just wanted to start getting sales through and then start building consistency. As you're aware from the last video, I started to increase the listings on the store. So we went very quickly, sort of from around 20, 30 listings right up to 150 listings. The next 30 days, this is the important part, okay? So the next 30 days, I don't want to go too crazy, but I want to try and get around 1,000 listings up on the store, okay? So over the next 30 days, I want to be listing closer to 30 items per day, okay? That'll take us up to around 1,150 items in the next 30 days. Now, give or take, that might be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I just want to be making the most of all my subscriptions, the feature store, getting the 1,500 free listings, and just a little bit of room for adding a few listings here and there if I need to, and then get ready to crack on from the next month. Now, obviously, we're in Q4 now, which is a great time to start. We're going to have October payday, we're going to have November payday coming up. I still have to be a bit careful because eBay do tend to be a bit stricter on Q4. They are on high alert for scammers and increased spikes in sales. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I'm going to try and navigate it the best that I can. I really want to get to this 1,000 target as quickly as possible, and I want to be able to show people along the way of what I'm doing. But again, I do have to be careful. So I'm going to have to really see how it goes. I might have to put margins up and slow sales down and things like that. But that's where I intend to be. I intend to get closer to the 1,100, 1,200 listing mark by the end of October. And that is, obviously less than 30 days away. So it's going to be 30-ish items per day to get to that point. As we can see here, we've done 44 transactions. Again, it's a bit out of sync with what's on eBay. There could have been cancellations. There could have been, I think a couple of the orders I mentioned in the last video were processed manually. They didn't come through into Sale Freaks and whatever else, which is perfectly normal. Our APO is average for the 30 days £1.28, last 7 days £1.47, over the last 48 hours, we've had a little bit lower. We might have sold some lower priced items today. So over the last 24 hours, we've had 8 sales. 8 sales off in 24 hours off 150 items is absolutely fine. We are going in the right direction here. The average sell-through rate is 37.63%. That is absolutely fine. I'm more than happy with that. Last time we put the margins up for newly listed items, and we're just going to start to ramp it up a little bit now. So what I'm going to do is go into the global settings and set the auto lister to list a couple more items. Okay, so more recently we had the max daily limit up to 15. I'm now going to change that to 30, and I'm going to try 3 times a day. So this basically means that if it tries once and doesn't get the full 30, it'll try again 3 times and hope that it'll get the 30. I'm going to just increase the maximum price to £30. So £5 to £30 I feel is pretty good. We're still getting a few low priced items, and then starting to get a few higher priced items. Hopefully that'll boost the volume of the store. That's all I'm going to do in terms of listing with the bestseller auto lister. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on save, and then I'm going to show you how I bulk optimize my listings as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and click save, and then let me just go into the Sale Freaks item page. So on the item page, you can load your items. You can do a specific filter, like for the items that have been listed. The items that have been listed in the last 30 days, or if you do this daily, you can say, okay, I'm going to go back in and just search for the items that have been listed today, or the last from today to 2 days ago, for the last 7 days, etc., etc. So I'm going to look for the items that have been listed in the last 7 days. So I know if they've come off a bestseller auto lister, the chances are they're not going to be optimized. They're just going to be random titles, not random titles, but the titles that are pulled through from Amazon, which can be cut off, they can have issues and things like that. Now, this is going to load up some items, and I'm going to show you how to bulk optimize them. So once we have our items, what we do is go down to the bottom and we can click on all, and that will select them all, okay? So I'm going to blur out these particular products, but as you can see, we've got some products selected now. All we need to do is go up to optimize and just put in a tag, so optimize titles, and then just click on optimize. Okay, that will optimize titles. That'll take some of your tokens. It's like 0.1 token to optimize the title, and then I'm going to optimize description as well. Just click on optimize those, and down below you'll see there in the bulk actions queue, uploading a new. Once one's finished, the other one will start. The only other thing I'm going to do right now is go to the product catalog. Okay, so I am probably a little bit behind the quota of what I wanted to be listing. With the bestseller auto lister, even though I have a price range set and a max amount, it will only be able to check the price at the point of listing. So it's probably struggling to get to 15 based on my very narrow search criteria, which was 5 to 20. Hopefully it'll start listing a bit more now. We've moved it to 5 to 30. But I just want to try and get a few more. So I'm going to go to the product catalog, which is a relatively new feature. It's very new. And again, I'm going to search my price range, which is 5 to 30. I can't make it 5, okay. Have to get on to the developers about that, but that's fine. So 10 to 30, okay. And I'm going to search for gift sets. Gift set, should I say. And I'm going to start listing a couple of Christmassy type items. Let's see, cocktail syrups. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for, I like the sort of bath and beauty kind of stuff. Men's gift set. I think it'll need optimizing, but yeah, let's give it a go. Mini Dew, yeah. Champneys, men's moisturizing, yeah. Lynx, the mighty Lynx Africa. If you haven't got one of these at Christmas, I don't know what planet you live on. If you're male and you've never had Lynx Africa, you don't know what you don't know what you're missing out on. Ghost, Sweetheart, perfume. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for this. Beard oil set. People seem to be into that. Makeup beauty bundle set. Yeah, a lot of these like stocking filler kind of things. Yeah, I'm definitely getting these. Some duplicated stuff. Sanctuary. Burt's Bees. All this stuff sells really well. Biscuits, hampers, candle sets. Playmobil diver set. It's probably pretty decent. Paul Mitchell classic duo set. Never heard of him. Okay. Oops, I went to the last page. Going to the last page, that might be a good option actually, because a lot of people probably just flick through the first couple and probably don't venture as far as 400 pages. Let's just give this a second to load. Okay, so I had a bit of a technical difficulty there. I'm going to have to go through and just select those again. I'll probably miss some out. Probably add some in. Stay away. See, like a letter opener like this. Knives and things are banned on eBay, and I'm guessing like a letter opener, not worth the hassle. Okay, so 23 products selected. Soap and Glory, that's quite popular. Scented candles. Gonna just go with about 30 products. And we're just gonna click list. That's gonna send those to our listing generator. Once I select my account, I'm just gonna send list, and then we can just go into the listing generator and list those products. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I think all in all, things are moving in the right direction, and hopefully we have more good news on the next update. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and catch you on the next video. Check out the links, by the way, in the description if you are wanting to find out more about dropship, and all the links that we've spoke about, the Facebook groups, the Instagram, all that kind of stuff will be in the description. Thanks again, guys. Catch you in the next one.